Welcome back to my playthrough channel. This is Paul Darcy here, and this time I am going to be doing a purely solo game. This is a deck building game, quite old now, I'm not sure when it came out, many years ago, and it's called Friday. And the reason it's called Friday is because you play the character of Friday and you are trying to help Crusoe, Robinson Crusoe, get off your island. And if we just take a look here, it basically tells you the basic theme. It says, you are Friday and you spend your time on a deserted island. After Robinson suddenly capsizes with his ship and runs ashore at your beach, your peaceful times are disturbed. To give Robinson a chance to leave the island again, you start to teach him to improve his survival abilities against the hazards of the island. If Robinson beats 2 pirates at the end of the game, he successfully leaves the island and you will have your beloved peace back. So that's why it's called Friday. And I'm not going to go over the rules really in any great detail. We will see them as they happen. Just know there are 10 different pirate cards. We draw 2 at random at the start of the game, so we know what's coming up. These ones don't have any special abilities for us when we try to defeat them at the end, and you'll see how this all plays as we play it. And I'll explain all the different details here. Basically, Robinson has to get a total value of 40 to beat this pirate. He only has 10 cards to do it. Has to get a total of 20 here with 6 cards. How does that work? We'll find out as we play. So we start off, we set 2 of these little life tokens aside, and we have 23, I think, 22, somewhere in there, life tokens to spend, and you'll see how those work. Now, if you want a detailed description of how to play this game, check out Solo McLaughlin. She's done an excellent playthrough of Friday already, and at the beginning of her video for probably 5 to 10 minutes, she explains everything in great detail, which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to start playing. So basically there are obstacle cards that will double as our deck building cards here. There's a pile of them. We have a green, yellow, and red challenge. And what it means is we're going to go through this deck of cards 3 times, doing the green challenge, yellow challenge, red challenge, and we're going to try to build our deck. We have aging cards here, which get added into our draw deck of 18 cards. Every time we need to reshuffle this deck and draw again, we're going to add one of these aging cards. These are all bad negative cards. And with all of that said and very little explanation, I am just going to get things kind of set up here, and we're going to get right into it. And yes, we do know which 2 pirates we need to face at the end, so we can try to build our deck accordingly. All right, let's get to it. Let's get doing the first few moves, and we'll see how this plays. All right, so we are going to begin. So this is our deck, and there's various good cards, very many sort of 0 level cards, and a few negative cards in here, and we'll see that as we draw them. This is our challenge deck, and we're going to be doing green challenges to start. So Friday is going to be trying to help out Robinson to get off of his nice island. So what we do is we draw 2 of these cards, and we're going to look at them, and we get to decide which one we want to try and tackle. So the 2 cards are these 2. So we either have, I'm not sure just how well this will focus, we have wild animals, and you can see on the right here green, yellow, and red. That's the challenge level. And we have with the raft to the wreck. So we need to go to the wreck. Now, how do these cards work? Well, they're sort of a double-sided. So this is the challenge. If we win this card, it's going to go into our discard pile to be reshuffled into our deck, and then we'll flip it over and it will become a valuable card for us later. So we have to decide which of these 2 challenges we're going to try to defeat. Now, this one we need a total of 4. I do not believe in our deck we even have a possibility of getting 4 total. This one is 0, which means we're going to get very likely to get this card unless we draw a -1. So I think for now, if we pass up this challenge, of course, the next time we see it, it's going to be in the yellow, and the third time we see it, if we pass it up again, it will be in the red. You can see the numbers get much more difficult. This number here on the card is the maximum number of cards you can draw out of your shuffled draw deck. So for this card, for this challenge, all we can do is draw 1 card and hope to get a 0 or more. And for wild animals, we can draw up to 4 cards, hoping to get a 4 or better. We're not having a hope of getting this card right now, so I'm going to discard that. and we are going to try and tackle this challenge. So we get to draw one card, and let's see what it is. So we draw one card from our deck, and we are distracted, which is a -1 card. That is bad. Robinson is very dopey at the beginning of the game. So -1 means we have missed this challenge by 1. What does that mean? Well, it means, and I guess I can move this over here, make a little more room. It means we have these life tokens here. And if we ever run out of these life tokens and we need to draw a life token to pay for our error, we lose the game. And I guess I can put these both together just like that and keep everything kind of in screen here. All right, so we missed the challenge. What does it mean? It means we're not going to get this card, obviously, because we blew it. But we're going to be having to spend some life points. We're going to have to spend 1 because we missed the green challenge by 1. We're at -1. That costs us a life point. This goes away. Now, what does that mean? It means we have lost 1 life point, so we can get rid of this card because it has this little 1 life point symbol in the upper right. So for every green life we lose when we don't defeat a challenge, we can discard cards. Now this is a good one to get rid of course, because it's -1. This will be removed from the game. So boom, we've spent that 1 life token because we didn't defeat the challenge, and we have gotten rid of that card out of our hand. We're not going to see it again. And so it's kind of an interesting, challenging game. Of course, the more cards we get rid of here, the faster we're going to cycle through this deck. The faster we cycle through the deck, the quicker we're going to add in the aging cards, which are also bad negative cards. We want to collect these cards because they are beneficial. So there's a give or take to it, and it's kind of a timer with this deck because once you go through the green, then you go through the yellow, the red, then you must tackle the pirates. So we failed that one. Whew, bad. All right, continuing on. We're going to look at the next 2 challenges. We have wild animals again. And we have exploring the island. Okay, exploring the island is a challenge green of 1, so we need to have +1. We can draw up to 2 cards. This one, of course, is wild animals. We can draw up to 4 cards, but we need 4. Again, very unlikely that we're going to be able to deal with this. So we're going to discard it. We're going to try and explore the island. We get to draw up to 2 cards. So our first card is 0, weak. That benefits us nothing. Okay, and now we could stop there and just fail the challenge, pay our 1 life point because we're missing the challenge by 1, get rid of this card, or we can draw up to another card. Let's go ahead and draw 1 more card, and we get another distracted card. Okay, what does it mean? Well, the challenge was 1. With 0, so we've missed it by 1. -1, we have missed this challenge by 2. That means, yep, we have to spend 2 life points. Going downhill quickly. It does mean we can get rid of 2 cards. And I think the -1 and the 0, I think we are going to get rid of them. They get discarded from the game. Okay. And this, of course, was not, we did not succeed. We have to get rid of it. Let's do a few more turns here. We have exploring the island again, and we have further exploring the island. All right, this one is a challenge of 2, and we get to draw 3 cards if we want. This one's only a challenge of 1 and 2. I think we're going to go and try and explore the island again. All right, can Friday help out Robinson, who's quite the dope? We're going to try to explore the island again. We get to draw up to 2 cards. So let's draw the first of 2 cards. Weak. Yep, there's lots of terrible cards in our starting deck. Now, can we get a +1, please? Another distracted. Once again, we've missed by 2, and you can see this game can be pretty quickly painful. We lose 2 more life tokens. And that's going to mean we can get rid of 2 cards. I think we're going to get rid of both the weak and the distracted. So, as far as getting rid of bad cards out of our deck, we're doing well. However, we're running out of life points quickly. We're not getting any beneficial cards because we keep failing the challenges. And that's how it goes. So, on to the next challenge. We either have with a raft to the wreck, and we have with a raft to the wreck. So they're both the same, except they do have different card abilities depending on what we get. So we have 2 exchange. So that means we can exchange 2 cards, and this one is 1 copy. We're able to copy one of the cards. I think we're going to put this one away, and we're going to try to go drawing 1 card, and we need a 0. So let's see what we get. We draw 1 card. We get a 0, yay! So even though we're weak and useless, we defeat this challenge because it is 0. So what happens now is we get this card into our discard pile. So I'll just put a discard pile here. It will become a card for us, and the weak card also goes in here. So we didn't lose any life points, so that's good. Continuing on. 2 more challenges. Exploring the island, or further exploring the island. Okay. And this is sort 3 cards. I believe we can take the top 3 cards off our deck and sort them in any order we want and destroy 1 card. Now, we haven't drawn any of our positive cards. I think we're going to attempt the further exploring the island. So we'll put that one into the discard. We can draw up to 3 cards. We need 2. The first card we draw is weak. All right, well, weak. Robinson is weak. Okay, the next card we draw is weak. Okay, very bad. I don't think we have any +2s in this deck. We could leave it there, lose 2 life points, get rid of these 2 cards. I think we're going to do that because I know we have some positive cards in here. I don't think we're going to get a +2. I don't really want to lose any of the positive cards. So we're going to spend our 2 life points, which we lost because we didn't defeat the challenge. So yes, running out of life points quickly, but we do in fact not do that. Well, we got rid of those 2 cards, so that's good. Now we know there's positive cards in here. I can't remember how many, 4 plus 4 I think. Anyway, 2 more challenges. Continuing on, further exploring the island. Doing a lot of exploring, but not really doing a heck of a lot. And cannibals. Yes, cannibals. You can draw 5 cards, but you need 5. I don't think we have +5. I think we have +4. Maybe we have +5. The odds of drawing that very, very slim. We're going to leave the cannibals for now. Leave them alone. And we're going to try further exploring the island. 3 cards. We need a 2. We should be able to get this, I hope. Let's try it out. First card. Well, that is not useful. Now it becomes a 3 because we're at -1. So let's draw another card. +1. Focused. And I probably should have just left off. Well, I don't know. We are now at... we need a 2. I think we'll draw 1 more card, but I don't think we have any 2s. We have another focused. Ooh, that's pretty bad. So we have 2, and -1 only gives us +1. We needed 2. We missed it by 1, so we didn't defeat it. We lose a life point. But we get to get rid of 1 card, and we're going to get rid of distracted because we're tired of Robinson being distracted. These are just going to go into our discard pile. Okay, this... meh, I know, we're not doing very well. Let's keep going. I think we're going to get to the point where we shuffle these, and I think that'll be episode 1. All right, 2 more challenges. With the raft to the wreck. All right, and further exploring the island. What do we want to do? I think we're going to go to the raft because I like the +2 cards ability on this one. Okay, all we need is 0. All we can draw is 1 card. Come on, let's hope we get it. And we get a 0. All right, and this card has a special effect on us. It's +2 life. So not only did we defeat this challenge, we get 2 life back because Friday has convinced Robinson that, hey, maybe eating would be a good thing, and then you'll get 2 life back. So this goes into the discard pile, and we've defeated this one, so now we have an equipment card. It's 0, but it gets us able to draw 2 cards. So that, pretty good stuff. All right. Continuing on, 2 more challenges. Wild animals, yeah. And further exploring the island. Well, we're pretty sure there's no way on anywhere hope that we can defeat the wild animals. So we're going to continue to further explore the island. We need a 2 for the challenge +3. So we get to draw up to 3 cards. All right, let's go. Card number 1, weak. All right, 2 more cards we can draw. Card number 2, weak. Card number 3, weak. All right, well, a whole bunch of zeros here. We've missed it by 2. So the 2 we got from eating immediately go away. And we get to get rid of 2 cards. And indeed, I'm going to get rid of 2 of these weak cards. Unfortunately, the 1 weak card must go back to our discard pile. And we failed to beat that challenge. Yeah, we're just about to shuffling. All right, 2 more challenges with the raft to the wreck and exploring the island. This is a copy card, and this one is +2 cards. So, yeah, see, the more cards you draw, though, the faster you add negative aging cards in. Oh, this is a tough game, I'm telling you. This is brutal. I think we're going to do the Exploring the Island. We already have 1 of those. So, Exploring the Island, we get to draw up to 2 cards. We need 1. Excellent. And you can stop. You must draw 1 card. You don't have to draw the maximum. We're just going to leave it right there. We have focused, we've defeated this challenge, so we're going to get the card into our discard and the focus card into our discard. So that was at least positive for us. Continuing on, 2 more challenges. And of course we're still in the green, because once this pile runs out, we have to reshuffle all the discards and we're going to go to yellow challenge. But we're in green right now, so that's okay. So we have Further Exploring the Island or Exploring the Island. This is plus a card, this is plus a life. I think we're going to take the life one. So we're going to put that one back. And Further Exploring the Island, we can draw 2 cards. All we need is 1. First card, -1. And yeah, we'll draw the last card. 2. So, hey, Robinson, genius. Yeah, okay, not stupid. So he was distracted. However, he had a genius idea in his, maybe he was daydreaming, and he had a brilliant idea. So we did, in fact, get the 1. Because 2 minus 1 is 1. All we needed to defeat the challenge was 1. Unfortunately, we have to keep this now in our discard pile. So here we go. All of this goes in the discard. We didn't lose any life, though, so that's good. Now this is our discard pile. Now, unfortunately for us, when you need to reshuffle, which I'm going to do right now because we're going to draw cards, we need to take the top card of the aging deck. And we don't even get to see what it is. This just gets tossed in with all our other cards, shuffled up, and trust me, these are negative. These are Robinson aging and getting, getting older, getting weaker, getting dumber, whatever. They're bad cards. So I'm just shuffling these offline here. And that's what I'll call episode 1 of Friday. We are playing Friday, who's trying to help Robinson get off the island. So reshuffled, so we'll be all ready to go next time. We're still in the green challenges. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 life left, which sounds like a lot, but believe me, it disappears fast. And that's it. So this is Friday, a purely solitaire game. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking my videos. If you do, join me next time for the continuation of Friday as we continue to have Friday help Robinson try and get off the island so he can go back to his life of peace. All right, thanks for watching and join me next time.